next 5 years, when I look at Gilgil Oasis Gardens, I'm looking at a place whereby I can guarantee you nothing less than 300% growth. And I'll explain to you why.
Tulipokuja hapa, tulikuta ukulima ambao ulikuwa ukiendelea ulikuwa wa kubahatisha. Lakini ilibidi tutafute wataalam, wakaja wakachukua samples za mchanga katika hii area, sehemu tofauti, wakaenda wakafanya research na kutuletea majibu ya ni mimea gani tunaweza kupanda hapa. Na baada ya hayo, mavuno yameweza kuongezeka na watu wamebadilisha, community imebadilisha kutoka ile desturi ya kupanda chochote hadi kupanda kitu ambacho kinafaa mchanga wa sehemu hii. Jambo la muhimu kutaja ni kwamba hawakufikiria tunaweza kuwa na red onions katika hii area. Hakuna mtu alikuwa amejaribu hasa avocado katika hii area, lakini baada ya kufanya utafiti wamekuja na kuembrace ile haja na umuhimu wa kuweza kupanda mimea ambayo inakubaliana na sehemu hii.
We were coming to do our nursery for the onion project that we are undertaking as Finel's Properties. As you can see, this is the area. So these are benches. So you start by drilling the benches. We got 10 benches over here, and we've just finished the process. This is John. John is watering the benches. So the last thing you do once you're done with the process is that you water them. Seeds require a lot of water for them to germinate in the best way possible. So what we have planted here is a seed known as Neptune F1. Neptune F1, and we have, these seeds are 4 kgs. The 4 kgs are going to be planted in 2 acres. And our expectations are, if we do it in the best way possible for the 2 acres, we are going to harvest around 20 to 25 tons of onions. So if we find it in the best of the price, that is around 100, you can tell how much we are expecting from this project. So this is what we've done. So what you do, you just drill the trenches. After drilling the trenches, you prepare, you make sure the sand around it is very fine, and then you come with your seeds and aprons start to just treat the seeds, and then you pour the seeds on top of the benches. You can see over there we have manure, we've used manure, and then we've just covered the seeds so that we water them without affecting the seed, because you know the seed, you don't put them underground, you just put them at the top with just a little soil on top of it. So this is the project, and these are 10 benches. And we can't wait to take you through the process of what you are going to get out of these. We just want to show you what you can do with your 1 acre, what you can do with your half an acre, what you can do with your quarter an acre, what you can do even with your 50 by 100. You can plant onions. And this is a project that you are using expertise. So when you come to us and buy land from us, be sure we will also help you just value add and get back your money even as you wait to settle.
This borehole here, we sank it up to 200 meters or so. So the biggest challenge that I experienced when we came here, even to do a simple structure here, of course, you know, you need water, maybe kukoroga slab kidogo or something like that. So water was very expensive, and water was coming from very far. I used to see some people rearing, even before we started, there were some people who were already doing some farming of rearing goats here, and they were doing so well. So I used to ask them, where do you feed your goats? Where do your goats get water from? And they used to tell me, if you look at every homestead, we have a water pan. So what do you do with this water pan? This water pan, what we normally do, we normally harvest water enough for throughout the year till it rains again. So the first collection is during the March-April season. Then we collect again October, November. It takes us to next year, March. And more to that, there was a community person called here Marura who had done a community water trough for their animals, but the water was a bit salty. So looking at all those challenges, and I was asking, is the water that you get from the water pans, is it safe for drinking? No. So how do your kids survive here? And I found it as a very big challenge here, despite it was not densely populated as it is right now, very few people were here, but for me, that was a big challenge. And when we want to get some water to drink, we usually go all the way to town, buy, or we ask for water from town. Maybe 5,000 liters tank, it used to cost like 5,010. So with that, and I had a vision of bringing in so many people here. I saw for sure this is a problem. And that's when we sat down, engaged a group of professionals all the way from Nairobi. They have done so many boreholes. We brought them here. We did our hydrological survey. True to the word, they say there's a lot of water inside here. So days later, years later, this is it.
Finals Properties, we brought you electricity, and as you can see, I'm actually standing next to the transformer, and our electricity is 3-phase. I know you understand when I say 3-phase that you can bring a sawmill here, you can bring a timber yard here, you can, kisiagi, kila kitu, and as you can see, people have settled. Over there where you can see that building, there is actually a small club. There's a club, there's a shop, and there are people living there. There's a small hotel over there. And this is actually our client who bought 2 plots, and he's done houses for rental. These are bed sitters. And this place is actually close to Nagum Primary. It's over there, just like a walking distance from here. And so we have teachers from Nagum who need somewhere to rent. And that's why it's a very good place to invest. So electricity is here with you. This is an area whereby you do not have to worry about buying and coming to stay in darkness. You can settle because the electricity is already here. And not so many companies will provide you with electricity. Some places you will have to wait. So we just decided, as much as we want people, some people want to invest and wait, there's those people who want to settle. And that's why Finals Properties took the step, and we brought you the electricity here, and not just electricity, but it's 3-phase. So karibu sana, kuja, come invest. You can have your industries here because the lands, we're selling 1 acre, we're selling 2 acres. So you can come and buy your 5 acres and start your industry. We have water. You can come and pack water here, and you will have Nagum, Gilgil water provided everywhere in the country.
On your 50 by 100 plot, you can set up rental houses like these ones, only on a 50 by 100 plot. Ukiwa pale Nairobi, munasema Nairobi hakuna pesa. Huko Nairobi ndio hakuna pesa. Hapa Gilgil pesa iko. Imagine ukiwa umekaa Nairobi, Mombasa, hata US and wherever you are, na unaingizia income kwa kale kashamba kako ulikuja ukanunua ka 50 by 100 at 250k. These are the rental houses. This is what we call commercial plots. Commercial plots ni zile huwa ziko mbele. This is an existing road. Now, take a look at this. Take a look at this. These are commercial plots. Hapa alinunua this quarter acre. Ashajenga maduka mbele. Hapa kuna duka. Na nyuma yangu ashafungua club. Isn't that awesome? Anaingizia rent. Huyu mwenye duka anamlipa rent kila mwezi. That is awesome. So this is, instead of that money inakaa kwa bank, that 250, that 1 million, invest in land.
People have been asking so many questions. What can we do with our 50 by 100s? What can we do with our 1 acres? And right now, I'll just take you through this investor who has a quarter an acre here. It's a diaspora client. He came here like 2 years ago, 2024, I believe. It should be 2024 when he started this project here. So as you can see, what we did as a company, we went, got some fundis for him. I hope we can capture well the well-fenced quarter acre here. He just did 1 farmhouse. That is where the employees live. He has 1 employee who looks after the goats. You can see them here. These are doper sheep, all of them. And now we have his, the cattle house here, whereby it can accommodate up to 300, 400. So if you have even a 50 by 100, you're capable of doing your farmhouse and your cattle house here. So I will basically elaborate more about your return on investment with the project. So every project, before you get any returns, it depends with your level of investment. So allow me to begin maybe with the first part, whereby purchase of the land. Of course, the land, they bought it at 200,000, some bought it at 250,000. So we can talk about the current market price of 250,000. With your 250,000, you already have your title deed. So with your title deed, what do you do next? You can fence your land very well. Just fence it, have a good fence, whereby you can average like 50,000. So with 300,000 shillings, 300,000 Kenyan shillings, you have such a space in a 50 by 100. So let's go to the houses. How much will it cost you to do a farmhouse and maybe a cattle house? It depends with the capacity, but maybe a moderate house will cost you just around 20 to 30,000. That is for a farmhouse, whereby it has some slab and iron sheets on the side as to act as the walls. Then you can go and do a very big structure. A good structure will cost you around 100 to 150,000. So I believe we are at how much? 300 plus 50 plus 150. We are at 500,000. So with your 500,000, we can say you have a ready home to be habited immediately. You don't have to go through that big way, but it's just averagely saying how you can get a viable investment. So with your 500,000 Kenyan shillings, what do you do next? You need the animals. So for the animals business, you need to understand it in two dynamics. There are those people who will come and buy animals. For example, right now it's in January, and the animals are quite cheap because they are quite cheap, of course, because you can see it's a bit sunny currently. So there are those areas, the Kajiado areas, the Rumuruti areas. There are those people that are selling off their animals to cater for their school fees, for their kids' school fees, for their livelihoods, and because of the drought in some areas. So you'll find you can buy those goats maybe at around 4,000 currently. 4,000, around 4,000. If you bought them as at today, mature goats are at around 4,000. What you can do, there are two ways to go about it. You can choose to come and feed them well, whereby you can look at the weight increment, and you can sell them during the peak season. We're just from the festive season. I can remember very well buying a goat at 13,000. So it's a way people usually do it. You can buy right now as many as you can. Most prefer a male, usually gain weight faster. So you can choose to have the males, whereby you can have a few and feed them throughout the year. Allow them to gain more weight, to grow bigger, and to appreciate. So by that, if you rear them for 1 year, all you need is a good person to be herding them for you. It will now depend with the number of animals you have. Now, there's the second group of people that now is where the real business is. There are those people who breed them for more commercial purposes. And how do they do it? Okay, you'll find a person buying, let's say, 50 sheep. Let's talk of around 50 sheep. The cost of one sheep is around roughly 6,000. So that's like 300,000. The cost of one male sheep is like 10,000, whereby you can just have one to serve the 50 females. So if you buy them that the 6,000 goats or sheep, they are sheep that are maybe, let's say, 6 months, 7 months of age, 8 months of age. So they'll just come here and maybe just for a few days, and they are ready to be served. So normally what happens? One goat will, maybe in 13 months, one goat should be able to give birth twice. Assuming even by the bare minimum, you'll get maybe 2 offsprings per year. In 13 months, you'll get 2 offsprings. So it means your 5,000 already has 2 younger goats. And that is, basically that is just like money multiplication. So you will find maybe by the time you're done with 1 year, if you had the 50 females, the 50 females already have given birth twice in 1 year, in 13 months. So you will find you at 50 plus 50, you are already at 150. And don't forget the kids that are being bought here. They can, as well, when they get of age to 6-7 months, they can start reproducing. So goat keeping is one of the best ways to multiply your money out there if you're in the diaspora. So long as you get a good veterinary, you get a good person to herd for you, you secure your land well to secure your animals, you treat them well. So that's the way. Yes, there are a few challenges in the business, but with a good veterinary of which will guide you, and if you get a person who understands the breeding thing and to look after the animals and proper record keeping, you'll be there. It's a very, 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 very profitable business. The meat market is so huge. Of late, most Kenyans who are doing the dopa sheep farming, they're exporting it to the Middle East, whereby there's a very huge demand that can't even be met locally. It is said maybe during the World Cup, the previous World Cup, most of the meat in Qatar was bought from Kenya. So Kenya meat has a lot of demand. We can all see during at our joints, the nyama choma joints, what we enjoy is dopa sheep meat, the nyama choma, the ones that we enjoy along those areas. That is mbuzi. So it's a profitable thing, and of course they have a lot of demand. There's no day you'll go wrong if you do it right. So I can tell you this, with your 1 million Kenyan shillings, if you can choose to venture in such a project, I can tell you within 2 years, your money should be paid to 100%. And the return on investment, so I can confidently say, we can give it to 50% per annum. I don't believe there's any investment channel in this country currently that can give you up to such kind of returns, up to 50% per annum. So if you are there, maybe you are a group of 2 people, group of 3 people, come. Gilgil is very accessible from Nairobi, very accessible from Nakuru. And this is just one person who did a pilot project for us. It's already doing so well. We have seen our neighbors who are already adopting that. So it's doable. They are always here looking after their goats. It's a good thing for you to do. Invest in farming, be it a group of young men. You'll be finding a place to come over the weekends, and you can spend your time as you're growing your money more and more and more. What am I looking at in the next 5 years? In the next 5 years, when I look at Gilgil Breeze, when I look at Gilgil Oasis Gardens, I'm looking at a place whereby I can guarantee you nothing less than 300% growth. And I'll explain to you why. Remember, we are 5 kilometers from the weighbridge, right? What has happened to the weighbridge? You're right, it has been dualed. Of course, we know all the way from Nairobi, Nakuru to Mau Summit, we know this road has been dualed. Now there's another road. You had the president saying an access route to the other area. So you had the other day IDPs being settled, the Maimahiu IDPs. This area, the Kongasis Road, it's just next to our project here. So what are we about to get? We are about to get 2 tarmac roads that are hardly 5 kilometers from here on both sides. So what will that lead to? The other opening towards this other Naivasha route will also open up. And the moment this area opens up in that manner, that means we will be 5 kilometers to a dual carriage. 5 kilometers to a dual carriage, I think it's not even, if we may assume even maybe using the Nairobi Thika Superhighway, 5 kilometers towards the inside, that is like Mwihoko area, or even closer. So if you can picture Mwihoko how it looks right now, there was nothing like Mwihoko years back. So after this dual carriage completely ends and we have those 2 tarmacs, my good people, I can tell you, we no longer be talking about 300,000 Kenyan shillings plots. There will be close to a million plus, depending where is where. Already we are seeing the adverse growth already in the area. We are seeing people developing the area, and that's how an area grows. So if more investors come and do private schools, and I know they are coming, if we get more private schools, we get hospitals here, we get investors who will invest maybe in other businesses here, maybe hardwares, whatever, I can say that the area will be at a price of, I'm anticipating another 200-300% growth in the next 5 years. In fact, I can't give 5 years, I can give 3 years. I can guarantee you a growth of like 50% per year.